Well, I've talked about this early morning sun and the way it sort of comes through the hole in the hedge and moves along from there to there, but that's new. The sun's getting higher and it's found a gap that now hits the roof. Mind you, it's hitting it at a hell of a low angle. It's not going to generate any heat through that, but yeah. So the sun is now finding places that I didn't expect it to, and it's literally all down to that hole in the hedge, and now we've got it coming over the top of the hedge. But if you look at that oak tree, let me zoom in, because obviously you've got a silhouette there, haven't you? This is the giant oak tree. What's happening? The leaves are coming out. Yeah? So very soon that's going to be providing shade, not letting the light through. So the light's changed enough that the sun is now coming over the top of the hedge and catching the roof. But it's not enough to worry about because of the low angle and the fact that it's still it's not even 8 o'clock yet in the morning. This is weak sun at this time of year. And of course, as it climbs higher, although it can come over the top of the hedge, it'll then be behind the tree. So it won't. So I think we're still going to be okay. My worry is that bit there. That bit. Because when we get to midsummer, the sun doesn't rise in the east anymore, it rises in the northeast. So is it going to get through that gap? Or will it still be at a low enough angle to just possibly catch the roof? But I did say we will have to experiment with where the sun gets, how strong it is at those particular times, and do I need to do anything about it? At the moment, no. At the moment, this bright light this time of day is enjoyable, and something you won't have noticed, look at my gorgeous maple out there in that early morning sun, which is all I want it to get, because around the other house that used to frazzle, used to burn the leaves. So I'm hoping I can put that in a place where it won't. Gorgeous. And you won't be able to see it, but no, you can't, the glass is too dirty. But down there in the hedge, again, let's see if I can zoom in and get it to focus on the plant, not the dirty glass. No, I don't think it's going to work. But down there in the hedge are some bright red leaves. There's actually a maple in the hedge that I never knew was there, because obviously it was just twigs against an evergreen background. So there's actually a maple tree growing in the garden, apart from my big one in a pot, which is a very large tree. That tree is going to come probably into this corner here, yeah, so that it may get a little bit of early morning sun, but I'd prefer it to stay shaded. And then the conifer, which is at the moment is getting all the moss dropping off the roof on it, can go round there where it can get more sun, because they'll take the sun okay. So we've got some moving around to do. Oh, hello, Mr. Robin just arrived. Birds in the garden. The pair of blackbirds are nesting in the laurel, which unfortunately means now I can't prune it. Thanks for that. The long-tailed tits are nesting very close by. I don't know where, but they're not too far away. The pair of robins must have a nest somewhere. I don't think it's in the garden, but yeah. So we've got at least one nest in the garden, and it's quite possible that the pair of wrens are nesting in that deep undergrowth, you know, where the bamboo is down there. It's possible, because they're around the garden an awful lot, so they could be nesting here as well, which obviously they take a risk with the youngsters, because at that time the cats will probably be out. But people worry about that. It's no different to the visiting cats. I get 3 or 4 cats visit this garden all the time. They come in over the corner, over the shed, down into the garden, you know. So there's cats already here in the garden, you know, without mine, you know, when mine join them, I suspect the other cats will disappear because they'll have competition. Anyway, yeah, the changing sun. It's now on the roof. And that's, as I said, that looks like it's coming over the top of the hedge. So but at a low angle it's not going to generate heat. So we're okay so far. So far so good. Kick the humidifier, why don't you? Anyway, I got a Orchid Society today and a talk to do, and it's going to be a long day for me, so I've got to go and make myself look pretty, which as you get older takes longer and longer, to the point where sometimes you think, I can't be bothered. But I'll have to bother today. See you next time. Bye for now.